Today I would like to teach you how you should give answer in Ielts speaking part 2. Ielts speaking part 2 is called individual talk. What happens in Ielts speaking part 2? Ielts examiner will show you a cue card. Ielts examiner will show you a cue card. They will show you a cue card like this. Can you see it here? Describe a time when you helped someone. Describe a time when you help someone. You should say they will give you 4 bullet points like this. Who the person was, whom you helped. What help you gave? How did you help him? Why you help him? What are the reasons you help him? How you felt about it after helping him or her? How you felt? What kind of feelings that came in your mind? So in Ielts speaking part 2, now listen to me very attentively. In Ielts speaking part 2, examiner will not give you a cue card to take to your home. They will show you a cue card. It will be in printed paper. It will be in printed paper. They will show you a cue card. Okay? Cue card. Okay. And in that cue card, they will mention 4 bullet points. Always they mention 4 bullet points so that it will be easier for you to speak on that topic. So Ielts speaking is very easy. Okay. In Ielts speaking part 2, they will give you a questions. They of course give you a questions. And they give you subtopics to generate again more subtopics. For example, describe a time when you helped someone. And they will give you bullet point. Who the person was. Speak on this topic for 20 seconds. Okay, you cannot allocate time, 20 seconds, 50 seconds. Speak on that topic as much as you can. Finish. Don't allocate time. Who the person was. And next, what help you gave. How did you help him? What kind of assistance you provided to him. How. What help you gave. Next, why you helped them. What are the reasons. Why did you help him or her? They might have their own relatives. Okay, they might have their own friends, but why did you help them? What was the reason? And explain the reason. And how you felt about it. After helping them, how you felt. Simply, how, process, how you feel. That you have to explain. Now again the question is, describe a time when you helped someone. You should say 4 bullet points. Number 1 bullet points, who the person was. Now, what help you gave. Next, number 3, why you helped them. Number 4, how you felt about it. Okay. So, whenever you get a cue card, you have to design a story. You have to design a story. That story can be full of imagination. You don't have to tell the truth. You have to design a story. And how you should design a story, I have taught you many times. If the question is based on past tense, always use what? PPF method. P for past, P for present, and F means future. Now, I am going to speak on this topic. Okay. Like, who the person was. Okay. I am going to teach you. At first, I am going to teach you. After that, I will speak on this topic. Who the person was. Again, design a story. Well, there were several people whom I helped in the past. Am I giving the answer? No. I am making a story like this. Well, there were several people whom I helped in their difficult situations. I can't remember exactly to how many people I provided assistance. Most probably I might have helped more than 100 helpless people. Now am I giving an answer? No. I am designing the story. You have to be clever like me. Okay. You have to be very clever. You have to design a story. Okay. You should design a story in order to speak on any topic. It doesn't mean that you have to be clever like me. Just I'm kidding only. I'm not a clever man. Okay. Okay. Who the person was. Again, well, there were so many people whom I provided kind assistance in the past. Exactly, I don't remember how many people I might have helped. Most probably, I might have given my assistance to more than 100 people. But today, I would like to talk about the person whom I helped unconditionally nearly 5 years ago. What happened one day? One man who was completely stranger, he was traveling on a bike. It was at Tinkune in Kathmandu. In Kathmandu, there is a place named Tinkune. Okay, at that time, he was traveling on a bike. What happened? I was standing on the road in order to go to another side. All of a sudden, what happened? He fell down from his motorcycle. Then I saw him falling down from motorcycle, and before him and after him, trucks and buses were running. Luckily, I raised my hand, both of my hands, and the truck drivers, bus drivers, they stopped their vehicles. After that, I went nearby that man, and at that time, blood was bleeding from his body, and okay, he fell unconscious. Even though he was a stranger for me, what I did at that time, I did very commendable work. I took him to big hospital, which is considered one of the well-equipped hospitals in Kathmandu, and I admitted him in emergency ward. And after that, he began to speak little bit. Then I gave my introductions. Then he was surprised to know that even though I was a stranger for him, I took him to hospital and I admitted him in hospital by paying doctor's fee. So the main reason why I helped him at that time, because he was alone at that time. He was not with his family members, he was not with his friends. And it was my duty to help him out of love and compassion. It was my humanitarian act that I helped to one unknown man whom I didn't know completely. Okay, and another reason why I help him, since I'm Christian, what I have read in Bible, the more you help to unknown persons unconditionally, the more the God will be happy with you and the God will keep on blessing you. It's my duty to help to especially unknown people who need my assistance. That's why I help him, I provided him unconditional love. And after helping him, what sort of feelings, what sort of nice feelings that came to my mind, I cannot express in words. I thought as if Jesus Christ was standing before me and he was giving me blessing. Immediately after 3 days, okay, I got phone call from some social reformers, and they wanted to donate me money unconditionally because I helped the man unconditionally. What I truly believe, if you love someone unconditionally without keeping any kind of selfish motives, God will send someone to help you again. These are the reasons I helped someone who fell on the way while he was traveling on a bike. Thank you very much. This is how you have to design a story. Okay. So Ielts speaking part 2 is very, very easy. What you need to do, you need to understand the questions, okay, and you need to design a story. Okay. As you start speaking, you shouldn't speak neither fast nor slow. You have to speak in moderate pace. If you speak too fast, what happens? You may forget few points. That's why you have to speak in what? Moderate pace. Okay? And after that, you have to use the linking words like furthermore, however, on the contrary, in addition to, similarly, okay, even though, although, though, as I did when I was speaking, even though he was completely stranger for me, I took him to hospital and admitted him in emergency ward. After that, I hired medical personnel and they treated him well. Okay. When he became hale and hearty, he thanked me and he touched my feet out of immense respect because I was the person who was completely unknown for him and I had provided him assistance when he was suffering from bad days. Thank you. Okay, this is how you have to speak in IELTS speaking part 2. So dear students, this was for today. If you like my teaching style, subscribe my channels and write comment in my comment box. Thank you very much.